small will change the way you think about life. Positivity is a frequent experience of pleasant emotions, an ideal where you do not experience negative emotions. Positivity can impact our lives in ways we cannot imagine. Now, a positive person thinks about happiness, health, success, and believes that whatever they do, they can overcome the obstacles they face in life. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I, Sadhvi Kumar, will tell you all about the power of positive thought. Henry Ford once said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're probably right." So what do you think? In life, before we take a step, we often think about whether or not we will be able to bear the outcome of our actions. Can I run a business? Can I take an advanced placement class in high school? It's like picking petals off a rose. I can, I can't, I can. Can I? But there should be no can't. Because whatever your mind conceives and believes, it will achieve. Not everybody can run a business successfully. Not everybody can take an advanced placement class and test well in it. But that business will still run. You can still test in the advanced placement class. Because if your mind conceives that you can do well and you believe that you will do well, you will achieve well. So what do you think now? Can you? Helen Keller once said, "Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see a shadow." And her words make perfect sense. After all, you can't injure your eyes by looking at the bright side. I entered in an online poetry contest and the results were posted a few days ago. In my age category of 15 and 16-year-olds, there were 54 entries. 6 people made it to the finalists. Luckily, I was one of them. I placed 6th of the 6 finalists. To me, it wasn't that big of a deal. But my older brother made me realize I didn't just place 6th of 6. I placed 6th out of 54 international entries, and he was very proud of me for that. I was shocked. Can we take a minute? My older brother was praising me. So I asked him to repeat the part where he said he was proud of me, but he didn't say anything. Anyways, his words boosted my self-esteem. They made me feel better, and it made me realize that if you change your perspective and look at things through a more positive lens, you can be encouraged and motivated to get through a difficult time. For example, in Shakespeare's play Romeo and Juliet, Romeo thinks that he'd rather be dead than exiled and away from Juliet. But Juliet thinks otherwise. She thinks that whether Romeo be banished or not, at least he's still alive. Shakespeare is definitely not implying that females are more positive than men. Now, moving along to some of our daily interactions that take place in our lives. We often hear words such as fail, end. Now, these words in the dictionary have a different meaning. The word fail in the dictionary means unsuccessful in achieving one's goals. But the word fail actually means first attempt in learning. The word end in the dictionary means a final part of something. But in reality, the word end means effort never dies. Now, this last one I will tell you all is something we hear all too often. We often hear this as a response to our questions, our requests, and I agree that sometimes to hear this word is a real downer. The word no. In the dictionary, the word no means not any, or is used to give a negative response. But in reality, the word no means next opportunity. So don't give up. And just like Winston Churchill said, a pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. Now, we've all grown up watching Disney, and we love those films. Those films inspire us and make us believe that there will always be a happily ever after. Of course, you can sing your way through it, but like Cinderella did, but you're not guaranteed to hit the right note all the time. Disney has taught us to hope and dream that one day, just one day, 7 little dwarves can walk into our homes and maybe clean up for us. God, I wish that would happen. He's taught us to hope and dream of the possibilities, that there could be a happily ever after. A positive attitude is contagious. So if you can make someone's day by your positive attitude that you express towards them, like my brother made mine, surprisingly, you will begin the positive epidemic. Positivity will spread like a disease no one has impossible right now, but Audrey Hepburn did say, nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I am possible. And for my fellow contestants today, let today be a learning opportunity for all of us, whether we win or lose. Now, normally someone would insert a cliche line such as, everybody's a winner, but I'm not normal, so I'm going to say that nobody's a loser. And I mean it when I say it, because we're all learners. So take this learning opportunity and live it well, because this youth public speaking competition on May 7th, 2016 won't come again. Wishing won't bring you success. Planning, persistence, and a burning desire to overcome obstacles and achieve your goals will bring you success. Cherish the positive, and remember the negative only for the lesson learned, for that is the only way you can get through life. Positivity is so important in our lives. We can always improve our quality of life because we can always better our best. And you can never fail when you know you've tried your best. So think positive and give it your best shot. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that speech. It's refreshing to hear someone talk about something really positive, determination, hard work. So you can pick up 3 of these cards and pick one. So the question that she has chosen is, what is the biggest change you have made in your life in the past year? So what is the biggest change you've made in your life in the past year?
For me, the biggest change I have made in my life is trying new things and looking at things with a more positive perspective. This is what my speech was about, because I embrace every moment of my life with a positive attitude. No matter what obstacle I face, I have learned to overcome it with positivity, that everything will be okay in the end. Oftentimes, my friends come to me with problems, saying they have problems with another friend, or they're trying to cope with stress. I try using my positive perspective to build positivity in them, so that they can see that there are larger things to worry about, so that their minds can hold a positive view as well, and they can overcome their problems. So the biggest change for me that I've made in my life is giving everything I do every day a more positive perspective.
Good morning, Metro Vancouver. It's January 17, 2017, and Donald Trump has just been elected the 45th President of the United States. Miley Cyrus, Whoopi Goldberg, Samuel L. Jackson, and Ned Campbell no longer live stateside. America will now be home to the 8th wonder of the modern world, the Great Wall of USA. Mosques will be a thing of the past, and the Second Amendment will come first. Hello everyone, my name is Sid. I will continue crystal ball gazing and share with you my insights of America's economic and political future if Donald Trump becomes president. Donald Trump, media personality and real estate developer, has been the surprise story of the Republican Party in 2016. He entered the presidential race in June 2015 with an announcement speech in which he claimed that all undocumented immigrant Mexicans were rapists and drug dealers, claimed that he beat China all the time, and repeatedly referred to himself in third person. Now, for some, Donald Trump is a baboon saying the most outlandish things just to get screen time, debasing American politics and pushing every possible limit of what should be appropriate for a presidential race. For others, he represents a very substantial part of the electorate that has had enough of both parties and the stalemate in Washington. They want change. They want radical change, and they believe Trump can force that change. Now, what does Trump bring to the table that makes him so popular? Well, his website only states 6 clear policies: a tax cut, reduced immigration, protecting gun rights, caring for veterans, reforming the healthcare system, and building a wall across the US-Mexico border. But people need to see that his campaign feeds off the fear of the other. fear of Mexicans taking our jobs and raping our women, fear of Chinese ripping us off, fear of Muslims blowing us up. This fear-based rhetoric is primarily targeted towards angry white working-class Americans who want someone to blame for their sorry lot in life. Trump makes them feel important again. Make America great again is really just code for Make America 1968 again. So, what would happen if Donald Trump became president? Well, let's find out. Tax reform. If there's one thing Donald Trump has going for him, it's his plan for the economy. He's a businessman after all, and he's good at what he does. Some finer points of his plan include reduced tax rate, which would lessen the burden of everyday citizens and encourage major corporations to bring more money into the USA Treasury. Trump also wants to impose tariffs on imported goods. For example, a 35% tax on a car that's manufactured in Mexico. This maneuver might bring jobs back stateside, but it might not. Instead, it could just mean Americans paying more for what they're buying. We also cannot discount the retaliation from other countries on American goods. Hence, the ramifications of some of Trump's proposals are less than ideal. Reduced immigration. Trump's immigration plan is based on two core principles. Number one, that all illegal immigrants must be deported, no matter how long or what they've been doing in the USA. And number two, that a wall must be built across the US-Mexico border. This clause could allow Trump to deport any American citizen he deems pathetic and classless as well. Gun rights. Trump's stance on gun rights is both reckless and irresponsible. We all can see that America has a problem with gun violence, and this is mainly due to their Second Amendment, which gives people the right to keep and bear arms, and that it shall not be infringed upon. So instead of regulating, if not banning the use of guns, Trump is going to sit back and do nothing. Now these are all more serious propositions of Trump's regime, but Americans will see some smaller changes in their day-to-day life. For example, Trump's face being on every $10 bill, hybrid cars no longer being street legal, every national park having a golf course, or maybe a reality show will be created to find the next vice president. As I come close to ending this speech, I would like to say a quote from Abraham Lincoln, which I find quite relevant for this speech. Elections belong to the people. It's their choice. If they decide to turn their backs on the fire and burn their behinds, then they'll just have to sit on their blisters. Thank you.
Thank you, Sid, for that politically charged speech. I'm sure you brought up a lot of interesting points. I'm sure everyone here is aware of Donald Trump and the things he's been saying in the American political race. And I'm sure you guys all have your own view on his ideas and what he has to say. But Sid, if you could pick up 3 of these cards and make your decision. Okay, so the question that Sid has chosen is, what does the term community leader mean to you? So Sid, what does the term community leader mean to you?
So leadership is required to be a leader, you have to have many qualities. And community leaders have to be they have to get people involved in the community, they have to take charge, they have to be confident, as one of the speakers have said, and they have to just care for what they want. They have to care for the community, and they have to have full belief in what they do. They have to bring everyone together and create a community which is both a good place to live and which is